Big news! Wayfair's end-of-season sale is here. It's Wayfair's Labor Day clearance. Right now, you can score up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair, plus amazing doorbuster deals and 24-hour surprise flash deals on home finds in every style. This is your last chance to score end-of-season savings, and it's happening now. Did we mention fast shipping on everything? Don't wait. Head to wayfair.com today to score up to 70% off now through September 2nd.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This episode of the Damage Guild podcast is sponsored by listeners like you. Join the guild at patreon.com/damageguild to receive exclusive perks, member rewards, and bonus content.
Last time on the Damage Guild podcast.
Zara, you awaken the next morning with your mind clinging to some nightmare you can't quite remember. Mr. Crowley flies from his perch holding a golden bracelet with a large black feather dangling from it. Good to see you, Kardain.
Dervin, it's good to see you too.
You're welcome to stay for a few days while we work on this shield. Stoke's father comes in. You have something you needed to see us about?
Stoke was the finest man who ever served under me, so I make you this promise. As soon as I am able, I will return there and attempt his rescue.
With the bad news delivered, you make all the arrangements for the vigil and call together family, friends, all of his family and friends, and hold a nice ceremony. The days pass relatively uneventfully for a while. Zara resumes working at her estate. Verrol continues studying and training at Harrogate Hall under the watchful eye of his grandfather. And Kardain chooses to spend his time largely away from Fosdale, meeting with the Grove Tenders, and then setting off for Tarndal to follow up on an item of interest he recalled hearing about. And during this time, you all advance to level 3.
Hey!
Level 3!
Oh!
Right. Hey!
Sweet. Heck yeah, dog.
Good news.
Level 3 is such a level up for our party.
Wow.
Listeners,
Awesome.
You don't even know. In fact, if you wanted to know, you could sub to the Patreon and listen to our bonus content, such as one of the things on there is our level up sessions where we really crank it out and I drive these 3 guys nuts as we think about
Explore every possible permutation of Kardain's abilities.
Which
And ours,
there's so
too.
many more, many more in Pathfinder. Yeah, we do talk about your guys too. We talk about Brian's spells a lot, and
And Jay's feats.
we get some cool stuff at level 3.
That's right. Patreon.com/damageguild. Go check it out if you're into that sort of thing.
Like and subscribe if you want more content like this.
Leave a like.
Smash that like button.
Leave it in the comments below.
And then mail us, each of us, a Meat Lover's pizza.
Yes. We love meat sent through the mail. There's nothing better. P.O. Box.
Here's all our addresses.
Did you guys know that we have a P.O. Box for the show?
Do we really?
Yeah, of course we do.
I was aware of that, but has anyone actually sent anything to
Sent
it?
mail to us?
No, because we've never talked about it, like, actually on the show.
Oh, well, why don't we
Talk
do it
about
and
it.
see if somebody, like that one listener,
Okay, if
Yeah.
sends us a letter.
Here's the thing. We have a P.O. Box for the show, but you can only use it if you send us not anthrax. Okay?
Or meat?
Yeah, or meat. Yes. You can only use it if you send us, like...
For non-anthrax or non-related.
Right, if you send us
Yeah,
things...
so there's a very small subset of things that we will accept
Right.
in our PO
If you
box.
send us things that we want to receive, before you send it, think, would I want to receive this? If no, do not send it. All right?
Did you know that you can send bees through the mail? Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to this
Yeah.
guy, and he's like a beekeeper, and like literally his first batches of bees came through the mail.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
he was saying that like the mail people always looked at him funny because like it's literally a hive of bees.
That's amazing.
All right, so here's our P.O. Box, and I'm only going to say this once on the show ever.
So listen up, people.
So it is P.O. Box 861-553, Warrenton, Warrenton, Virginia, 20187. That is our P.O. Box address, and this is the only time on the show you're ever going to hear it. So, good luck. Good luck. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Please don't send us fish.
But don't send us fish.
Yeah, don't send fish. It would be cool if we just got, like, fan mail, like, physical.
Just like an actual letter. Yeah.
Just
like
a letter.
Actual. Yeah.
All you have to do is send us a handwritten letter. That's all we ask for.
Yep.
Jay loves bananas, so please send lots of bananas to him.
No, definitely not.
His son loves Legos.
Oh, yes.
That's true.
He's super into Legos.
That is the only thing that we've ever received from a listener of the show at our P.O. Box is Legos. And it was awesome. And my kids did love them. So.
Okay, they used the P.O. Box for that?
But we didn't announce the P.O. Box. I think they reached out to Jay privately.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Thane loves anything non-anime related, so just make sure not to send him anything with anime, and he'll be fine. He'll love that.
All right, I think that's enough of a digression here.
Yay! Woo, digression.
Nonsense, Thane. We must digress even more.
We achieved the Thane Psi. We can move on now, guys.
Yes. Success.
Achievement unlocked.
Zara, as you're eating breakfast one dull morning, your sister Illustra speaks to you. Father wishes to see you this afternoon at his other office. Something to do with Kaelin, I think.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course.
Oh, and that Verrol friend of yours is so handsome.
Is he betrothed? Yes, I'll go see him. And she kind of secretly rolls her eyes a little bit at her sister telling her what to do.
Illustra doesn't pay any mind to that.
So, that afternoon after brisk lunch, I'll head over to Father's other office.
You arrive at the familiar, small, nondescript building at the east edge of town. You knock on the door and hear the latch lift, then let yourself inside. This is all things that you're used to. The furnishings in the office are simple and inexpensive, the only resemblance to your father's office back at the estate being how well organized everything is. 4 plain wooden chairs are pulled up to the desk in a semicircle. The only occupants at the moment are your father sitting behind the desk, and a man in his 20s whom you've seen in meetings and running errands for your father before, but you've never learned his name. The young man must have been the one who unlocked the door for you, so he's standing nearby.
This is an intervention. The witchcraft has got to stop.
The summoning the undead, the talking to birds, it's getting a little much.
Yeah.
We're concerned for your health.
After a few moments, your father looks up from a mass of parchment scattered across his desk. Zara, I have an assignment for you. He looks back down and continues scanning through several of the documents as he speaks. You are aware of your brother's medical issues, of course.
Of course.
Yes, the last 3 deliveries of medicine have arrived late and short, several days' worth of volume. Fortunately, we have enough stockpiled for a few more weeks, even if no more arrives, but your mother is, understandably, on edge about this whole affair. He pauses briefly as a passage he's reading grabs his attention. From what I have gathered, it seems our supplier has run into several problems in the last month or two, which has led to a supply shortage. I personally suspect some involvement from the Ashen Star, but that is as yet unconfirmed. For your mother's peace of mind, and for your brother's health, of course, I would like you to go to Basil's apothecary in Chepfirth and see what you can do to alleviate the situation. He looks back at you. The first priority is securing a steady supply of medicine in one way or another. I will leave the details to your own discretion. You may help them with their troubles, convince them to give us priority treatment, or even bring back some live samples in the recipe so we can use our new herb garden to cultivate our own medicine. If you can, finding some way to reduce our costs in the long term would be a welcome boon. And, of course, if the Ashen Star is involved, any disruption of their operations you can manage without leaving a trail back to us is also welcome. If you need aid, feel free to call upon anyone you can trust. I suspect this assignment may take some time, so you had best prepare for an extended stay in Chepfirth or wherever else your path may take you.
Understood. Yes, of course, Father. I will see to it at once. You said you expected to take some time. Is there a deadline for this? I suppose just the sooner the better?
Yes, as I said, we do have several weeks' worth of the medicine still in stock, but I know that it takes time to produce. So, at the very least, you must ensure we receive adequate supplies for your brother's health. That is your deadline.
Very well. Understood. I will see to it at once. I will make preparations and try to head out as soon as possible. She kind of glances over at the guy standing there and just, wonders who he is, but...
You've seen him before, like I said, but he's much more laid back and casual looking than most people you see around your father. He's got normal street clothes on rather than any sort of higher up guild member or something like that. A bit of a rougher look, more well-muscled, a few small scars on his arms.
Ah, yes, one of the plebeians, I see.
He's the fixer. He's the cleaner. Guaranteed. He's your dad's go-to man. He's
yeah, exactly. He's the Mike of this world.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, now is the time to ask.
Can I have an advance on my allowance?
I suppose some travel funds are in order. Very well. I will see to that back at the estate.
Excellent, thank you.
Yes, please, 3 spells worth of gold, Father.
Yes, preferably rank 2, if not rank 3.
What was the whole, Star Lord?
The Ashen Star.
The Ashen Star.
When you get back home, he will have someone give you another 4 gold for the trip.
Okay, sweet.
There's that nefarious organization, no doubt, and then also the fact that Zara's brother was never at the table when we imposed on the various meals at the Ebonvale estate either. There isn't by any chance a giant bell tower at each of the Ebonvale properties, is there? Just curious.
Nope, not that I know of. Nope.
Okay. All right. Curiouser and curiouser.
Is the Ashen Star in our wiki?
No.
Our internal one? Okay, gotcha.
It's far too nefarious and mysterious. This organization, for all intents and purposes, does not exist.
Got it. Okay.
You are aware that at this point, Kardain has already set off on his trip somewhere to the south. He probably told you where he was going, I would think.
I would think so, yeah. He's not one to keep things close to the vest.
Is there anything that you would like to do in preparation for your trip?
If Kardain has already left for Tarndal, she'll give herself about a day, basically, to make sure she has rations and clothes packed, and she prepares the right spells and all that stuff. And then she'll head out for Chepworth.
I will say, Kardain does not keep things close to the vest, but he does look good in one.
True. He cuts a fine something.
Vestal figure.
It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since you came back here, when all this is finally happening.
Okay.
So, a decent amount of time has passed. You've all been working on your own things. And now, you head off to Chepworth, and you are free to take one of the horses.
And you've researched
Sweet.
EMP blasts so that you can deactivate ward tech. So we're in good shape.
Oh, yeah. We didn't research how best to battle these bots. Surely those are the spells you learned, right? The ones that fight the bots?
Yeah, that was how you spent your 2 or 3 weeks, was
the
delving
few
deep.
select occult spells that actually work on bots, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I figured I would try to, but if my family's library is the biggest one in town, then I don't know if I would have found anything. I can't imagine there's a public library in Fosdale.
No.
I mean, is it possible to learn an enemy's potential weaknesses or lowest saves, outside of combat, through intense research?
I would think so.
I thought you can't you recall knowledge outside of combat of something that you've fought before?
I mean, we've done that before a few times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that may have been worth it. Oh well. Moving on. I mean, was that one of the things that Zara did during her downtime or not?
You probably tried to find more information, but you've already searched your library pretty extensively for that, I believe.
Dude,
That's what I was assuming.
just tell Mr. Crowley to ask your patron to tell you the knowledge of how to defeat ward tech robots.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just need to give him some trinkets or something.
Expensive things, yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe a bit of fruit or a nut. I mean, he is a bird, so it's that could be treasure to him.
Yeah, the shiny treasure things for Mr. Crowley are cool too from a flavor standpoint, because ravens love collecting, little shiny objects,
shiny
and
things,
putting them in their nests.
Real quick, weren't we going to earn income, you and I, Brian?
Yes, that's right. That was the other thing we do during this downtime.
So how'd yours go?
Oh, it was great. I got 15 silver and 16 copper. So I made a lot of money. How'd yours go?
Yeah, well, I made 5 silver, and then I rolled a natty 1. A nat one-zo. Now, normally, apparently, according to you, Thane, what happens normally in Pathfinder 2nd Edition when you roll a 1 when you're on the job?
Well, it says here you earn nothing for your work and are fired immediately.
What? How bad do you have to be at grove tending to get fired from your grove tending job?
Did you get fired?
Well, considering that you've put this whole thing together and you're basically in charge of it, you can't really be fired in the normal way.
I fire myself.
So you're basically a government employee. You cannot be fired, except under certain circumstances.
Even when my performance is a literal 1.
Well, I mean, if you do really badly, then I suppose Dorian Ebenvale could let you go.
I just can't imagine, like, what was a natty 1 for Kardain? Did I fall asleep?
I think probably you were trying to...
You lit the grove on fire.
You're trying to do a little bit too much with the herbs. Like, you tried to use some of your techniques that you learned from Dervin on the new plants that you were tending there, but they weren't the same variety of plants, and they just started going all crazy and weird. And
oh, and then we had to...
Or you forgot to splash water on your campfire, and you just started a forest fire and burned it all down.
Right.
My greatest weakness is that I care too much.
Do we have to uproot those plants and start over? I mean, are they just horribly disfigured and twisted?
Yeah, you cause like some disease among the plants.
yeah, you spend the rest of your time working just trying to make up for your mistake there, regrow new batches.
And like Kardain hangs his head, and literally, I'm not allowed to earn more money through this method for the rest of this downtime either.
Youch.
So like, I guess I hung my head and just like went off and did other things.
If I were you, I would never speak of this incident again, because I don't think you would ever live down the shame of being the worst grove tender among the grove tenders.
Right. I thought I knew herbs, and if Verrol or Zara were to hear about this, they'd never let me live it down.
I certainly would not.
I have to keep this to myself. Braun, don't tell anybody.
Braun nods solemnly.
We will never speak of this.
I am Braun.
He keeps all of my secrets. Because he can't talk.
Well, back to Zara's trip. So you make the journey to Chepfirth uneventfully. Takes you a couple of days. You're used to sleeping out on the road at this point, so it's not as big of a deal to you.
True.
And you return at last to your home. It's been a couple of years, at least, since you last lived here. Chepfirth is the largest and wealthiest town in all of the Strathbourne Valley. Some might call it a city, but it is a far cry from the great cities in distant lands from before the Sundering. Still, it boasts a population numbering in the several thousands, and is home to far more warden remnants than most other towns and villages. Lining the finely paved main streets are lampposts that light themselves after dark, and atop which are mysterious devices that project transparent barriers to shield the roads from rainfall. Bridges over the river automatically raise and lower to allow passage to boats and pedestrians. Public fountains produce pristine water in both hot and cold varieties. Many of the local businesses are also run with the help of Warden technology. The distillery uses wondrous and intricate stills that can convert whole fruits into fine ciders or wines in a matter of days. One of the local blacksmiths has a forge that can change its temperature on command and operates without a need for fuel. Chepfirth is a town of great convenience, and most who live there know no other way of life.
Wow.
A few of the devices have broken over time for one reason or another, but most are still in good working condition, and the leaders and businessmen do all they know how to do in order to keep them that way.
That is super cool.
Sounds like a cool place to live.
Yeah, why did you ever leave, Zara?
Yeah, what's wrong with me? Man.
Politically, Chepfirth is overseen by a single ruling lord whom you're familiar with at this point, chosen by a vote of the wealthiest landowners in the town. And like many towns and villages, when the wardens disappeared, they sought to replace them with wardenborn, and as such, while the current Lord Josco Van Jeck technically rules at the pleasure of the enfranchised noble families, it's expected that the rulership will be passed down to his descendants in an effort to maintain the wardenborn ties.
Wait, he's wardenborn?
My grandfather insists that we have warden blood in our veins. It is an unproven
Claim.
assertion, yes. But that's what he says.
You might be wardenborn?
I have seen no evidence of it, but that's what he thinks, and I just try not to ever get on the subject with him, because he just spouts a bunch of probable nonsense about it.
Huh. Wow.
Verrol has brought this up in the past, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, to us.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
That's part of the reason why he's obsessed with warden technology, because he feels like he's collecting relics of his ancestors.
Interesting.
All a bunch of balderdash and poppycock, if you ask me.
Well, if he is and you are descendants downstream of a warden, yeah, maybe it's a really subtle influence, because you both look like normal humans, don't you?
Yes, we do. If we are descended from wardens, it is in the distant past.
There's nothing odd about Josco or Verrol, physically.
Yes. Except that we have scales from the waist down. Other than that, we're perfectly normal.
Totally normal.
There's a tail that you guys have been hiding.
Yeah.
Maybe they have webbed toes.
Yeah, right. We are webbed feet.
All right, Zara breathes in a breath of the fresh city air, kind of wanders through the streets reminiscing about the life that once was here. She will otherwise head straight to Basil's apothecary.
Actually, by the time you arrive, it's going to be evening. It takes a full 2 days to get there.
All right. Then I will go to one of the inns that I know about and know has a decent reputation.
You make your way to the Gilded Lantern. You've spent your time here before on the occasional trips that you have made here, and you're well familiar with it. It's a nice, somewhat upscale establishment.
Awesome. I'll go in and get a room for the night and a middling meal. Maybe not super fancy, but something decent. Roast pheasant or the like.
Right, we just got all these resources, but now we've got to spend it.
Ain't that how it goes?
I mean, your dad just gave you 4 gold. We'll be fine.
You can get a pretty relatively nice place for like 3 silver. It's not going to be the most private room or anything, but you'll get some privacy.
It's a bustling city. It's hard to get a hotel room that's going to be quiet.
True.
It at least comes with a bed and a meal.
All right, fair enough. I'll pay the 3 silver.
When you get up the following morning, you are surprised to see a familiar face among the crowd.
Oh, really?
Yes, well, you don't so much see the face, at least not at first. Rather, you see a familiar-looking cage dangling from a stick.
Oh, really?
Really?
I kind of push through the crowd to get a better look.
You head over there, and you see Kardain sitting at one of the tables.
Haha, Kardain. What are you doing here?
Oh, Zara, what are you doing here?
I asked you first. What are you doing here? This is most unexpected.
Well, I'm actually, I can't say.
You're on your way back. You've been down in the other town, and you're coming back now.
Thank you. That's very helpful, Game Master. Yeah, line, stage direction. Okay. Zara, I'm on my way back. I had the most wonderful time getting to know... What was her name?
What was her name again? Definitely got to know her.
Tabith Woodhue.
Yes, Tabith Woodhue, she really knows a lot about this grove.
Things.
Yeah,
lots of things.
Lots of things.
I learned so much. I got to ask her all sorts of things. I mean, a lot of the same things I've asked Dervin, but she had a different perspective.
This is the young Wardenborn leader that you went out to meet with.
Yeah, she had wood in her name. I had to get to know her. I remember saying that on this very podcast.
What podcast, pray tell?
So yeah, that's what I've been up to, Zara. What about you?
Oh, I'm here on a special mission from my father to procure, or secure maybe is a better word, a shipment of a certain good that my family is in need of. He sent me here to make sure everything is on the up and up.
Well, that sounds great. And it's so good to have a father that trusts you.
He is a father, that is true. Say, while you're here in town, would you perhaps care to join me? And, I could use an extra set of hands and eyes and ears and all the whole part of you.
I mean, sure, Zara. If the shipment's heavy, I'm happy to shoulder it. We could catch up. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it?
It has indeed. Let's talk as we eat and or walk down the road, whatever we're going to do right now.
Yeah, I mean, we should just catch up and, if you need some muscle, I can supply that.
Very good.
Okay, so you catch up for a while discussing your recent labors and excursions?
Yeah, what did I actually learn from Miss Woodhue? So I thought like it mattered that she was warden-born, but maybe it doesn't matter.
She didn't seem as out of the ordinary as you had expected or hoped, perhaps.
Oh, she didn't have, like, branches for arms?
No. She looked more or less like a normal human also. You did notice that she's got some perhaps unusual tint to her hair and some, like, the light sparkles off of her hair and her eyes differently than most people. There's just some subtle hints that there's something unusual.
I just thought that was love, but that makes sense. I'm kidding. Kardain's not falling in love with this random person.
She didn't really spend a whole lot of time with you because you're just some random dwarf.
You are very random.
Oh, okay.
But she was willing to meet with you and talk for a while.
So me, like, asking her about her warden-born heritage, that was in poor taste.
She was willing to meet and talk with you for a while, and she discussed some of the history and whatever. You learned a little bit about warden-borns and general history like that.
I really feel like I learned something. I just hope I don't forget it. You, on the other hand, Zara, you're unforgettable. I literally, the moment I saw you, all the memories came mostly rushing back.
The moment I saw you, I remembered your name.
Unlike that other unfortunate lass.
Whoever that other lady was.
And Braun missed you too. Braun, you want to come out of your cage? And he, like, climbs down me and...
Yes, Braun and Mr. Crowley give each other a hug. Go ahead.
Mr. Crowley can't understand you unless you chose to give him speech.
That's true. I won't waste it on this right now.
They're like your little children. All right, give hugs.
Yeah, come on, give each other a hug.
Mr. Crowley.
Do it now because it'll be cute.
Yeah, what better way are we going to spend the bangle or the bracelet today? Do you think you're going to talk to some random birds?
Mr. Crowley can probably just perch on one of Braun's branches.
Braun's limbs. Yeah.
That's true.
Definitely.
And he holds him out.
He can and he will.
Perched on him like a tree.
Like a real falconer.
Yeah, that's how they'll spend the rest of breakfast.
Awesome. And Mr. Crowley will eat any bugs that crawl out of Braun.
He does attract some bugs. I've had to spray him. I've had to, like flee away or whatever other chemicals
termites.
I've had to. Yeah, termites.
You guys realize your two familiars could totally have a symbiotic relationship, right? Mr. Crowley eats the bugs and then provides fertilizer for Braun. I mean, no joke. It's a match made in
it's perfect.
Some deranged form of heaven, I guess.
I mean, there's no need for that, Zara. I make sure that Braun's soil is fresh every day. I use the perfect manure.
To my own.
Please, don't go on.
Let's end this conversation immediately. I must go.
So segue. Yes.
Do you, Verrol, Jay? Do you really wish Verrol was here for this?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be getting a kick out of it.
All right. Well, let's segue to some other topic of conversation. Would you care to come help me with my task?
Sure. You know, Zara, did you? I didn't learn anything in the 2-3 weeks we've been away. But did you learn anything more about the warden? Mechanical things?
You know, I spent a bit of time digging around in my father's library, and I'm afraid there's just not much information there.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about Stoke, and the only way to get back to him would be to beat those things.
That is, of course, to say we simply don't know what happened to him. I think, given the height that he fell from, I don't want to crush your hopes and dreams, but I find it hard to think that he may still be alive.
You don't really want to go after Stoke, do you?
If I thought there was any good chance that he was still alive, I would wish to go after him, but I'm simply not confident that he is.
Mm-hmm. Zara, there's a fundamental difference between us. I look at the bucket as half full.
Well, I just see half a bucket, really. I'm just seeing it for what it is.
Well, regardless, we need to be thinking about how to beat things like that. We never know when we might face it again.
I suppose if the opportunity did arise to travel out that way again, then I would be willing to go and look for him, but unless something else brings us out that way, it seems quite a long trip to make just on the breath of a chance that he might still be alive.
Since I'm tending the grove, I'll probably be out that way long before before long, I gotta get more of the green stuff. Make sure that we can keep growing things.
The green stuff, yes, indeed.
You know that green stuff.
Yeah, so you might not have a reason, Zara, but I do. I gotta make sure things are still growing.
I didn't know you were into those kinds of herbs.
I mean, you're welcome to come with me, Zara, on the next time we do an expedition to get more of the stuff. It's a dangerous thing. You never know what you're going to run into. We got to go through the part of the grove that's still healing.
Yes, of course. If time allows, I would come with you.
Okay, perfect. I'll write that down. And Braun, can you make a note of that? Yeah, we're going to ask Zara next time we set out for green stuff. Just don't want to forget that.
Very good.
Well, yeah, so why don't you take me to this place with the medicine? I mean, you didn't tell me it was medicine. The place with the shipment.
All right, very good. Let's head out there now, shall we?
Sure. If we finished our food, I mean, you don't want to leave this delicious food we paid for on the plate.
No, this is my last bite of pancakes with blueberry compote, so I'll finish that now. Apparently, we're eating at IHOP, and we head out. All right, let's sally forth then, shall we?
Yeah, lead the way. I don't know where we're going.
A place called Basil's Apothecary.
I like to cook with basil.
Yes.
I say basil.
Zara's British, so she has to say Basil. It's just how it is.
It makes me think of it was like if Sherlock Holmes was animated and mice and rats. Trying to remember the name of that cartoon from my childhood.
The Great Mouse
Oh,
Detective.
Basil? Yeah.
Is it the Great? Yeah, Basil.
the Great
Thank
Mouse
you.
Detective.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
started thinking of when you talked about this guy, Basil. Classic.
Yeah.
Listener, if you haven't seen that, watch it with or without your kids. Classic.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah, do yourself a mega favor.
That was a pretty good one. That was that Disney or... It was, okay.
Yeah, The Great Mouse Detective.
Yep. I just introduced my kids to The Little Rascals, and they've watched it like every day for the past week.
I don't know that one.
I love it.
Nice.
You've never seen that movie, Thane? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Little Rascals.
Another classic.
Classic, dude.
The Little Rascal.
So you make your way to the apothecary. As you enter, you are greeted by a man in his 40s, slightly balding with some gray stubble for a beard, wearing large circular glasses and an apron stuffed with unfamiliar tools. Welcome. What can I do for you?
Good day. Would you be Basil, by any chance?
I would. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss...
Yes, and you as well, Miss Zara. Zara Ebenvale.
Ah, Miss Ebenvale. I'm surprised to see that you're out here on your own.
Yes, I came at my father's behest. I'm here to inquire about the shipments of my brother's medicine.
I'm terribly sorry about all that. I didn't mean to trouble you, but it's, well, you see, we've been having some trouble these last couple of months, and it's been leading to a poor harvest, so our supply is a little thin.
I'm most sorry to hear that. What kind of troubles?
I would tell you not to worry yourself, but I suppose you've already come all this way that you must already be worried.
Yes, I'm sure you can understand that my brother's health is of utmost importance to me and my family.
I'm certain it is, but it's really just a simple pest problem. They've been eating much of our herbs, and they've infested the whole greenhouse. Every time we've wiped them out, they seem to come back from nowhere just a few days later.
Really? What kind of pests are we talking about here?
Swarms of vicious biting insects. I mean, nothing that we can't take care of, but it's always difficult. He holds out his arm and is covered with little bite marks all over the place.
Oh.
It's very painful.
Yikes.
That does seem pretty serious.
Yes, by the way, Kardain, Basil Kardain.
Ah, Basil.
Welcome, sir.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
And you as well.
And you say these vermin keep coming back each time you rid the greenhouse of them?
Yes, I mean, I suppose we might just be missing some eggs or something somewhere, but it really seems like we've wiped them out multiple times. But no, they just show up again.
Have you tried casting Detect Magic to see if they could be magical in nature?
Have you considered casting Raid? I hear that works quite well. Is the greenhouse nearby, perchance?
Yes, it's just out back.
What say you, Kardain? Shall we have a look?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
He seems a little bit affronted by the thought that you'd be heading into his greenhouse, but then he holds in what he was about to say. If you insist, Miss Evanvale?
I should say, if that's all right with you.
I suppose. Come along.
All right.
Cheery fellow, this.
Lead the way.
He leads you through the back, and he's got a rather large greenhouse. It's bigger than most people's houses. You can see, just looking at it, that it has some Warden technology kind of built into the framing. Looks like it's probably kept even more climate controlled than most greenhouses.
Oh, cool. Is this like in the heart of the city? Is this sort of on the outskirts?
It's not right in the middle of it, but it's within the city.
Okay. Yeah, I'm basically just wondering, like, are there, towering houses on each side? Kind of. I'm just wondering about, like, sunlight and all that stuff.
There are a number of larger buildings around here. It's not industrial, but it's like a business area, so all sorts of businesses of various sizes with whatever structures they happen to need.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm also wondering about, like, infestation, if this is like, a nest in a nearby building and they're just making their way over or whatever.
And nothing immediately jumps out at you.
Okay, so yeah, I'll start looking around.
So you might want to be careful if you're going in there. We haven't quite gotten rid of the latest infestation.
Ah, I see. Okay, I'll kind of pause for a second and regroup with Kardain. Kardain, what say you? What do you think how should we handle this situation?
Well, it's not easy to say.
Master Basil, are these typical small biting insects, or are these bugs of unusual size?
They're about your average size, but they swarm in large numbers. Seem to leap upon you and enjoy attacking the people as much as they attack the plants, it seems. Don't understand it. I've never seen bugs quite like this before.
Could I recall knowledge about these bugs?
True.
You could try. It all sounds kind of generic at this point. A woman comes up and approaches from a different area behind the house. You're talking about the infestation? Are you here to clear it out?
Yes, we're here to inquire about some shipments of medicine, but Basil here told us about the infestation, and we're just investigating.
Careful, those things are vicious.
Do you know more about them? Anything else that might be useful to know?
It's getting to the point that we're thinking about hiring the guard. We've had to hire a few other hands to help us each time, but it's really dangerous in there.
Zara, it's probably just some of the bugs. Remember those huge bees? They probably got infected.
Yes, the murder hornets. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we've dealt with this before.
Kardain has been fed upon by a giant tick. He has plenty of experience with these sorts of things.
Very true. Kardain, we are here in Chepfirth. Isn't this where Verrol returned to?
Yeah. This is where his Lord Grandpappy is, isn't it?
It is, yes, indeed. Perhaps before we go any further, we should call on him to see if he's available.
Do you think he'd want help with this?
He may want to help. He may know more about this type of bug, especially if this is a more widespread infestation across the city. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of an excuse to see our old pal. I like the way you're thinking, Zara. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, let's go pay him a visit. Quickly, though, so they need our help.
Yes, if these bugs are truly as bad as they say, then we could use all the help we can get. Though I'm loath to do it, I think Verrol may be the man for the job. Alright, so we'll head down to Harrogate Hall.
So the two of you make your way over to Harrogate Hall. It's a sprawling estate set atop the most prominent hill in town and its surrounding lands. And it consists of the main hall itself, plus many outbuildings for services, and various tradesmen also work on the grounds. It's a very wealthy household.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that tracks.
You're greeted at the door by a couple of guards standing outside, as well as a doorman.
Nice.
Or this is at the outer gate, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say they'd have to get in through the gate first.
Zara immediately starts nitpicking the smallest details about the house and finding fault with little things. Looks like there's a bit of dirt on your gate here.
There's a small speck of rust over on this side.
Pardon me, we're here to inquire after Master Verrol.
Have you made prior arrangements with him?
No, but he knows us by name.
And what might those names be?
I suppose I should give my name, shouldn't I? Lady Zara Ebenvale and Master Kardain Deep Fury.
Yep.
Ah, yes, Ebenvales. He glances at Kardain and doesn't say anything else about that.
Yes, the Ebenvales and you. Whoever you are.
I shall inform him and see if he is ready to receive guests at the moment. Please wait here.
Many thanks.
Lady Ebenvale and Mr. Dupe Funnel, was it? I'm here to see you.
Yes, so your doorman finds you in your study.
Okay, 2 questions. How long has it been since I've seen them? And what time of day is it right now?
About 2.5 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's been almost 3 weeks since you last saw them. And it's late morning, maybe like 10:30 or something.
Very good. So, what happens? He comes in to see me?
So he comes in to see you and says, "Sir, there are some visitors to see you."
Some street urchins?
Send them away. I'm quite busy.
Far too busy.
At the moment?
I would have already done so, sir, except that one of them is an Ebenvale. She claims to know you and that you know her, Zara Ebenvale, as well as a dwarf. I believe she said his name was Kardain...
Derpenflury?
Derpenfelder?
No, he does his job properly. He remembers the name. Kardain Deep Fury.
Verrol looks up from his book and he says, about yay high, bit grubby.
Grubby?
Most likely, sir. I did not spend a great deal of time interacting with him.
Ah, yes. All the luckier for it.
Shall I send them away?
Yes, please do.
Can you send the dwarf and bring the lady in?
Tell them they never dare show their faces here again. No, that will be quite all right. I'll come out to see them.
Well, I could bring them in if you would prefer.
No, I shall meet them at the gate.
Very well. He bows and gets ready to walk with you back to the gate.
All right, so I follow him out to the gate, and as Verrol approaches, you can see my hair looks a bit unkempt, and I have allowed my beard to grow out into like this sort of like patchy thing on my face because my wife hates it when I don't shave, so or comb my hair or bathe. So I've tried to do that less. My clothing is a bit ruffled and wrinkled and things like that.
Verrol!
Ah, yes, hello. Greetings, friends. Well, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Ah, Verrol, I see they let just anybody in here, eh?
Not exactly. That's why you're still outside.
Good to see you again, as always. Verrol, I say, we are here on a bit of a mission. Would you care to accompany us and help us out with a small chore?
I'm afraid I'm quite indisposed at the moment, though I am surprised to see you here. What brings you to Chepforth?
Well, we're here to secure a shipment of medicine to my family for my younger brother.
Oh, that's what we're doing. You didn't tell me, Zara. You said it was a package.
Yes, it's true.
Medicine.
Yes, medicine from the apothecary.
I'm much more passionate about this now.
You have a brother?
Yes, indeed.
Isn't your mother a bit old for childbearing age?
Well, he's in his teenage years now, so he's not that young.
I beg your pardon? You have a secret brother?
Well, not secret per se.
Well, how long have you known about him? Because I certainly don't.
I've known about him all my life. I mean, since he was born.
Yeah, I didn't know you had a brother either, Zara.
It's not really any sort of secret. He just tends to keep to himself, that's all.
Why didn't he ever dine with us? Why didn't you ever introduce him to us? You certainly introduced your mother and father and sister.
Yes, well, why didn't I ever introduce him, GM?
Well, the way that you wrote up the descriptions of everything, he's been kind of like sickly and usually not out in public and around stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Basically that.
Yeah, like I said, he tends to keep to himself. He's a bit of a sickly boy, and so he's not perhaps as social as the rest of us.
Curiouser and curiouser, I must admit. This is a strange turn of events, and he needs medicine, you say?
Yes, indeed. The shipments have been coming in less frequently and more sparse as of late, and so Father's concerned that we have enough medicine for him. I'm here to do whatever I can to ensure that the medicine comes in, and it turns out that this apothecary has a bit of an infestation.
What sort of an infestation? Gremlins?
The investigative kind. Some sort of swarming bug. They need help clearing it out.
They're not giant bugs from the blight, are they?
No, that was my first thought as well. As far as I can tell, they're normal-sized bugs, but there's just a whole lot of them.
Yeah, they're really aggressive.
I've been having this recurring nightmare where I rush to the edge of a precipice to save you-know-who, and he turns out to be a giant tick. And I reach down to save him, and he devours me in one bite. I don't know what that means, but it's been haunting my nights ever since we parted ways.
Verrol, it could be that the spirits of nature are telling you to come with us and beat these bugs, and maybe you'll stop having those bad dreams.
Alas, I'm afraid my adventuring days are over, old chaps. I'm confined to my studies and my training. I am meant to be a paragon of this family, first and foremost. I can't be bandying about with the likes of you, no offense, but the likes of you adventuring types anymore.
Don't you miss when we were doing what you just said, lollygagging around the valley?
Well, of course I do, but it doesn't matter what I want or what I miss. What matters is that I uphold the standards to which the Vanjects are beholden.
Verrol, what better way to uphold the standards than to protect innocent civilians of this fair city from furious bugs?
When I returned here, my grandfather gave me an earful about being careless and putting my life at risk. I simply can't do that anymore. I do wish you all the best on your adventures, however. I wish I could be there with you, I truly do.
If you were to be seen helping the townspeople, certainly that would reflect well on you, if word got back to your grandfather.
If word got back to my grandfather, I hesitate to speak what he may do.
Verrol, what if word didn't get back to your grandfather? What if you went in there? You have so many clothes. What if you just didn't dress up as you?
I look over at the guards. Pretend you didn't hear that. That was actually a good idea.
He immediately stabs both of them. No one can know about this.
Yeah. I just walk around behind them and slit their throats. All right, let's go. Let's take a break for it. If my grandfather found out that I was swinging a sword again in defense of my own life, he would never let me leave the house, let alone the compound.
Swinging your sword in defense of the lives of your people.
Yes, but you see, my grandfather doesn't care about the lives of the people as much as he cares about my life. I'm his last remaining true heir, although my father could be called as such, but he does not consider him so.
Verrol, we'll give you a chance to change your clothes, and we'll meet you out back. See you in 10 minutes.
Could we at least wait until the sun goes down? Perhaps the fall of night might better conceal our escape.
Yes, I worry that we wouldn't be able to access the greenhouse, though.
Unless we were able to break into it. I mean, it is just glass, and they'd be really happy that all the bugs are gone.
Basil's Apothecary on Mulberry Street. I'll write it down for him and say, yes, meet us there tonight after night falls. We'll see to it then.
Yeah, and if you're late, we're going to do it without you. So don't be late.
What time?
Shortly after night falls.
I see. Under cover of darkness. Very well, I will, and I glance over at the guards again. I will definitely not be there. And then I wink at you.
Excellent.
And I go back inside.
You tell the guards to look the other way, and then you wink at us.
Yeah, don't cover your ears and eyes. Yeah.
All right, so basically we head back to Basil's and tell them, hey, we're planning to get rid of this infestation for you.
Oh, but we think the best way to fight these bugs is in the night. They're less active, and we can get the pounce on them, you know?
Yes. Despite never having interacted with them before, we believe that's the best course of action. So if you would allow us, we will access the greenhouse tonight and do our deed then.
We did recover the light stone for Verrol, right? I'm just thinking like nighttime combat is not really a problem.
Yeah, I've got the light stone.
Okay.
Yep. So when I go back inside, my grandfather's like, "Who was that?" And I'm like, "Oh, just a couple of ne'er-do-wells begging for change." And then I walk inside the study where he can see me enter and close the door. But then I go out through the secret entrance on the other side, walk through the walls, go up the servants' staircase to my room, where I shave, bathe, put on my adventuring clothes, and then sit at the window waiting for the sun to go down.
As night falls in Chepworth, the grounds are quiet.
On the side of Harrogate Hall, the tip of a bedsheet begins to descend from a high window. And then it changes from bedsheets to towels, and then to like a shirt, and then to like a robe, bathrobe. And then it just keeps going till it's like a handkerchief. Yeah, scarf,
it's like
handkerchief.
A sock.
And then a napkin at the very end. And then I start climbing up. Whoa! And I just fall into the bushes.
Right, the napkin tears. Why did I think the napkin would be the best way to anchor?
I fall into the bushes, and then my head pops out, and I'm looking back and forth, and then I just scurry off into the night.
All right, you execute your well-thought-out plan of escape.
Are you disguised, or...
Of course, his hair and clothes are still perfectly aligned.
Yeah. Right.
So you're not disguised at all? You're still, like, dressed as Verrol?
No, I have a dark cloak on.
Oh.
And a mustache.
I'm hooded and cloaked. Yeah, and a fake mustache.
Right, you shaved and then put on a fake mustache.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so the others made arrangements with Basil to have access to the greenhouse after dark. He's willing to let you do that because you're agreeing to basically clear all the pests for him. But he's going to be there watching, just standing outside to make sure that things don't get too out of hand.
Okay.
So, me and Braun, we've been working on our making the potions, and I wanted you to have some.
And I give 2 elixirs of life, minor plus, to each of you respectively.
Nice.
So I have 5 total instead of 4. So I'm going to keep 1, and then I want to give 2.
Oh, I'm there already?
Why not?
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll hand it to you when you arrive.
Oh yeah, when you get there, I'll give you the potions.
So, Verrol, you make your way over to the store. You probably are familiar with most of the big businesses like this. Considering that the Ebonvales deal with this place, they are one of the larger ones. You know about them, and you meet the others out back next to the greenhouse.
But the dude is there? Basil's there?
Yes.
But yeah, you guys have the potions, and if you're a character that has free hand or hands, you might want to just go ahead and equip one. Save you an action later.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Yeah, Zara's definitely in that category.
I'll do that. I'll have one in my hand.
Dude, these things are sweet.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 3 HP.
Yeah. Thane made a custom version that's like an in-between. Normally, you have to wait till level 5 before Elixir of Life upgrades.
They're healing potions that don't suck, is what they are.
Yeah, well, they're weaker than healing potions, but they're also cheaper money-wise, and they're all that an herbalist can make, like me.
No, they're much better than minor healing potions.
Oh, yeah, they're worlds
much
better. Yeah, 2d6 plus 3. They also give a bonus to diseases and poisons, which might be relevant if these are poisonous bugs.
Yeah, very true.
That's like the one way that they're quote-unquote better than other potions, but I'd rather just have more healing than situational immunity or help.
So when I see that the other guy is here, I definitely keep my hood up, because I don't really want other people to see me.
Okay. I guess the others, you probably told them that you were waiting for a friend to come help out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is Schmerl Schmanject. Friend of ours.
All right. This is everyone then?
It is.
Wait, are we going right in right now?
Yes, that's what we came here for.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Zara, do you have another free hand?
I do indeed.
I want to try something. You know, I make these healing fruits, but we never seem to use them in combat.
If only we had someone with free hands. So I'm gonna hand you. I'm gonna hand Zara a cornucopia if you're willing.
Nice.
Do you actually need your hands yet? I don't think you do.
Nope.
Yet. Yeah.
I don't have anything in my hands yet.
And Braun can't hold stuff right now because Braun had to use one of his familiar abilities to make the extra potion. And I didn't give him manual dexterity. I gave him something different. I'm going to give you a fruit.
Oh, many thanks.
Oh, yes. This is a bit of an aside, but regarding Braun, we recently reviewed the rules on familiars and realized that only witches' familiars come back if they are killed. So if Braun dies, he doesn't come back. He's just dead.
Oh, wow.
Like, at all?
Yeah. It's like the whole stripey conundrum.
You'll have to spend a week finding a new familiar.
Kardain can't even resummon?
It wouldn't be Braun.
Whoa, dude.
It takes a week of downtime to get a new familiar. It's just not Braun.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We thought of something clever, though. We've technically found a way around this for now with the lowish level content we're in. If I just keep Braun in the familiar satchel, he should still be able to adventure with us
In his cage.
in relative safety. Yeah, in his cage, in his familiar cage. But there's there's a couple familiar abilities that Thane, you and I talked about this that he might be able to use from within the cage. One of them being the familiar focus, which is once per day. He spends an action to refresh my focus point.
All right. So I think we head in.
Basil moves up and unlatches the door for you. I'm only holding this door open long enough for the three of you to get inside. I don't want those insects swarming the neighborhood. I don't want them swarming my greenhouse either, but at least they're contained.
Yes, all right. We'll make haste.
It's kind of this dark haze, a foot or two off the ground and above all the plants and everything. They're just where they're leaping over things, and they're everywhere.
Did anyone happen to bring a flamethrower?
No, sadly not.
How are we supposed to fight these things?
I'll see what I can do, Verrol.
This is going to jump into combat.
Hey.
Combat.
Roll for initiative.
Initiative.